Good morning, class. Today we are going to start with the next part of your chapter 1, that is sentences. And today we will be starting with objects and components. In the previous class, we learned about what sentences is, what are the different kinds of sentences, what are the different parts of sentences. Okay? So today we'll be doing object. An object in a sentence is a person or a thing that is influenced by action of the verb in the sentence. An object is a noun or a pronoun and comes after the verb. So what is an object? An object is a sentence. In a sentence is a person or a thing that is influenced by the action of the verb. So we know that in a sentence we have a subject, we have a verb and an object. The subject is the part about which the entire sentence is about. The verb is the action done by the subject. An object is the part on which the action does its, the verb does its action. Means an object is the part where the action is done upon, on which the action is done upon. For example, if I say, Rohan opens the book. So in this sentence, Rohan is the subject, verb is opens, and what does the subject does? The subject opens the book. So the action is done upon the book. So book is my object. Rohan is subject, open is verb, and book is the object. Clear? An object is a noun or a pronoun and comes after the verb. It always comes after the verb. The object in an active voice sentence can be turned into the subject of the sentence in passive voice. Now this is something very different. Means in active voice we have two voices, active and passive. In active voice, subject, verb, object, and in the passive voice just interchange its places. In passive voice what happens? The subject of the active voice becomes the object in the passive voice and vice versa. We will be coming to that later when we will be doing your active and passive chapter. Okay? Till then, come. See. Read the sentences given below. Rohan opens the book. I have already given you this example. Ankit cuddled the dog. Ankit, my subject. What he is doing? Cuddling. What action he is doing? He is cuddling. And the action is done upon whom? The dog. So Ankit is my subject, cuddle is the verb, and dog is the object. Now see. Now we will see what complement is. Okay. A complement is generally a noun or an adjective. It comes after verb like is, am, are, was, were, has, have, seen, appear, become, look. Okay. So complement is not your object, but it is a, what should I say, a completion. It completes your sentence, and it can be a noun or an adjective, and it comes after verbs like is, am, are, was, were, has, have, seen, appear, become, look, etc. What is the work of complement? Complement expresses the quantity, the state of or identity of the subject or object. Without a complement, a sentence remains incomplete. That is why it is known as complement, because it completes the sentence. Without it, the sentence remains incomplete. The complement cannot become the subject of the passive voice sentence. Means in passive voice, what happens in passive voice? In passive voice, the object of the active voice becomes the subject. So a complement in the active voice cannot become the subject in the passive voice. For example, he is a cheat. He is a cheat. I cannot change this into passive. She looks happy. They are lazy. So this cheat, happy, lazy are my complements. Okay. Now see. In the above sentences, the words in italics are complements. So the words like cheat, happy, lazy are your complements. Without them, the sentences are incomplete. Now see, in the same way, a complement may also express the quality or identity of an object. In the above sentence, The complements were actually stating or completing the sentence, but in the next sentence they are to express or identify an object. Okay. Ankita made me angry. Ankita made me angry. Whom? Me. So me is the object. They called him fool. They called him fool. Whom? Him. So him is the object. So in this sentences, the word angry, the word fool are used to identify the object. So complement here are used to identify what the objects are. Okay. So next we have your sentences. Rearrange the words to make meaningful sentences. Grow, tree, house, the, behind, banyan, the. So you will be able to do this. These are jumble words that you have to form into meaningful sentences. Okay. Very easy. You can do it yourself. Next is mention the kind of each sentences. This is a bit dependent on your exercise. Would you please lend me your pen? So what is this sentence is? This is an interrogative sentence because someone is asking something. Would you please lend me your pen? I asked him how old he was. I asked him how old he was. So this is your declarative sentence. I find the task very difficult. I find the task very difficult. Sorry, in the second sentence, see, I asked him. Here you have the word asked. Asked is used in interrogation. But in the sentence, we do not have a question mark. For an interrogative sentence, it should start with an WH word and end with a question mark. So this will be your declarative sentence, as I said earlier. In the second, I find the task very difficult. Again, a statement. So it will be a declarative sentence. The next you will be doing all. Okay. Now see, write the following into interrogative sentences. Write the following into interrogative sentences. She will find us tomorrow. She will find us tomorrow. A statement. You have to change it into interrogation. How? Will she visit? She will visit us tomorrow. Change it into interrogation. Will she visit us tomorrow? Will she visit us tomorrow? Question mark. Full stop will leave. It will end with a question mark. And before that, you will be adding will. Will she? Just replace the place of will at the beginning. Will she visit us tomorrow? You will be doing the rest all. The next is very easy. Encircle the subject and underline the predicate in each of the following sentences. Okay? So you will be completing all these exercises based on your chapter. So till then, revise the chapter, complete your homework, and in the next class we will be starting your nouns. Okay? So till then, stay at home, read properly, stay safe, stay home.